Get ready to rumble, young blood.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kevin Durant.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Jaden Ivey is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Whitehead in at the 3 slot. And for the Lakers, they've got Luka Doncic. Kevin Durant is out there with Connect. Then it's Williams, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the shooting guard. This is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, B.A. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
Here we go. And the tip goes to the Nets. Isaac outside. Pass to Ivy. Here's Whitehead. Ivy outside. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, well, Ivy is working towards being a consistent three-point scorer, and the results speak for themselves.
Outside, Williams. Here's Mr. Incredible. Ivy defends. Here's Mr. Incredible. Brooklyn pulls it in. Ivy with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Oh, boy, the reach, the length, the hops, the athleticism, Jonathan Isaac. Nicely done.
Outside Durant. Doncic outside. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Just 5 on the clock. Claxton with a rebound. And the Nets with possession here. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times, had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Here's Russell, following the score by Los Angeles. Here's Isaac, shoots over Durant. Isaac's shot is off.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Pass to Connect. Williams with the screen. And connect with the three. And that ties it up.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Isaac. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. From the line, that shot, no good. The Lakers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Durant uses the glass on the layup.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Austin Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Nets. Johnson's checked in. Lakers trail by 6. We've got Mitchell, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then it's Connect, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Vanderbilt. No points yet. Wing shot on the way. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Brooklyn leading by 4. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He scored 28 points and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the stripe. And for him, it was kind of business as usual. With the way he's been playing for the last few games, we'll see if he can do it again. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here's Cardinal. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Thomas outside. Deflected. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Here's Connect. Finished off the break. Connect's got 5 points.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Puts one up from 19. And he gets it to go off the front iron. 7 points in the game.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Here's Mr. Incredible. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Cardinal, the pass to Thomas. Let's go with a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for the Lakers. Bamba's checked in for Hayes. Durant comes in for Vanderbilt. And Doncic has subbed in for Mitchell. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Ivy comes in for Baldwin. Now here's Johnson. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. Ivy outside. From outside the arc. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
What a quick trigger. Ivy has it, and now he doesn't. What a release.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. Screen by Bamba. Here's Connect. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
So the Nets making a switch here. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
All right, let's get an injury update now on Austin Reeves. Allie LaForce?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report update from LA's head athletic trainer. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. And for a team with definite title hopes, it will now be a case of next man up until he can return.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the score by Los Angeles. Isaac for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Doncic against Russell. Doncic right side. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Russell.
You can see Luka Doncic has the body, the handle, the footwork, and the savvy to draw fouls. That is nicely done.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. 15 seconds left to play in the half. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Lakers on top, leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about All-Star voting.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You got to like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Jonathan Isaac. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Ivey. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Whitehead in at the small forward. And it's Connect with a rebound.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Williams with the screen. From the top of the key, he buries it. Connects, got 10. Nets trail by 4. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
With the step back. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. From deep, here's Doncic. He buries it from 3. Doncic has got his second bucket on the night.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're in the same slot, number 4.
Checking out the Lakers, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Now here's Claxton. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Picked by Isaac. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Doncic. Inside. Here's Mr. Incredible. An easy 2 on the layup. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And the Nets shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Here's Whitehead. Here's Ivy. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Whitehead passes to Russell. On the wing, Isaac. Russell deciding where to go with it. And here's Ivy from the arc. Williams grabs the board.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Doncic finds Williams. Here's Mr. Incredible. Ivy defends. Puts one up from 19. Brooklyn with the board. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Now here's Doncic. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Here's Connect. The kick to Durant. Launches a 3. At the arc. KD drains it.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
1:43 left to play in the third quarter here. Ivy outside. Back to Russell. Pass to Whitehead. Now Claxton. Williams defending. 5 on the clock. Isaac for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Isaac's got 5 now.
Well, 6'10", but don't tell him he doesn't shoot with range. That is nicely done by Jonathan Isaac.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And the Lakers making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Well, you'd rather not put these guys on the line. The top free throw shooting teams in the last month. The Lakers lead by 7. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Mo Bamba. Then it's Davion Mitchell. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the 1 spot. That's the Laker 5.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Here's Cardinal. Thomas outside. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Here's Durant. Oh, KD against contact inside.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Cardinal, the pass to Thomas. The shake. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Now Bamba. Here's Mr. Incredible. Drills it from deep. And the Lakers lead by 14. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Some changes for Los Angeles. Williams is checked in for Bamba. Connect comes in for Vanderbilt. And Doncic has subbed in for Mitchell. Mr. Incredible, good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Doncic against Russell. Pass to Ivy. The three. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Doncic on the wing, guarded by Russell. Doncic against Russell. Here's Mr. Incredible. Clock at 6. And here's Connect outside. It's not going to go for him. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside for Russell. No good with the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Connect. Here's Mr. Incredible. Ivy defends. Fires from deep. Doncic, good.
Well, Luka Doncic on the receiving end of a quality pass. We usually see him with the ball.
Nets trail by 17. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Ivy. Five to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And the Nets miss again. And it's the Lakers' ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pulls up. Brooklyn pulls it in. Isaac's got 4 rebounds now.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Lakers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And when we look at their record, this game pushes them to 49 wins.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Mr. Incredible.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense. And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Here's Mr. Incredible. The kick to Durant. Pass to Doncic. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Russell, the pass to Isaac. Back to Russell to halt the run, and it's good on the layup.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Doncic outside, and so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
You earned that one. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win. The other team's already worried about stopping you, Wemby.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, Dallas. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardy is out there with Ellis. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And for the Lakers, Durant is out there with Williams. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone in at the 2. Now, RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now, here's DeRozan. Outside, Davis. Good D by Williams. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Now, here's Hardy. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Doncic passes to Boone. The tray. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Pass to DeRozan. Davis kicks to DeRozan. Back to Davis. Over Durant. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
DeRozan, that's good.
Hey, look, when DeRozan is shooting with confidence, he is dangerous, especially catching and firing just like that.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Boone. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Dallas, trailing by 2. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
When they say don't give your opponent confidence, this is what they mean. They were allowed to hang around, and by the end, they were the team that believed in themselves.
Now, here's Hardy. After the miss from Boone. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Here's Ellis after the made shot from Boone. Ellis wide open. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Puts up a 3, and Connect gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Mavericks trail by 5. DeRozan passes to Hardy. DeRozan surveying the D. The Lakers with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Such a skilled, versatile talent. When Durant is focused on scoring, he's hard to guard without fouling.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81%.
Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Williams. Connect comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Doncic. And Dallas with a change here, too. Ellis is checked in. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Daniel Gafford. Monk is out there with Ellis. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. And Connect gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
For 3, Beasley. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Connect with it. Ellis on him. Connect. No good.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting out.
Lakers leading by 13. Here's Boone. And it goes down 2 points. Mr. Incredible's got 9. Mavericks trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gafford finds Monk. Cranes it from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Confident stroke from Monk outside the arc.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And R.J. Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Ellis. Back to Monk. For 3. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Hayes. Connect with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Beasley, the pass to Gafford. Down low. Monk's shot's good. 9 points for Malik Monk.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against Brooklyn put on a show. He ended up with 15 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. And so it was another big night, something he's been doing a lot of lately, and I'm sure he's looking to keep it going tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Kevin Durant comes in for Vanderbilt. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Connect. Here's Lively. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Knocks down the three ball.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
DeRozan a screen on Doncic. Doncic against Ellis. DeRozan passes to Davis. Durant with the steal. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, Los Angeles.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
DeRozan a screen on Doncic. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant. And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world. And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Bamba. And it's Connect in for Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
All free throws good from Doncic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Pass to Davis. Now Lively. Outside for Davis from downtown. Tries yet again. Lively's shot is off. He got it up. And so it's Los Angeles cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
We've been talking about this contest since the season began. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to get to it.
But the selection process builds anticipation, Shaq. You know all good entertainment needs drama.
La 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 la. I don't want to talk no more.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to gold. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Williams is out there with Durant. Then it's Connect. Then there's Mr. Incredible. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's the Laker 5.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Dallas moving the ball around. Here's DeRozan, and that one's on target from the wing. DeRozan's got 5.
This is where DeRozan makes his living, such an excellent mid-range shooter.
Doncic passes to Boone. Here's KD. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Steps back. Ellis, the pass to Hardy. From the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
DeRozan against Durant. Tries from 7. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Los Angeles making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Mavericks, number 1.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Doncic. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Connect. And he's good on the 3-ball. Connect's got 15 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside, Davis. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Connect with a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to DeRozan. DeRozan, a screen on Doncic. Outside, Davis. Over Durant. And it's Davis missing.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to KD. 1:24 left in the 3rd. Yep, it counts. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And the Mavericks call time here. And some change. And so Marshall will bring it up for Dallas. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. You've got Malik Monk. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Mobo in at the 4 slot. Here is Mr. Incredible. Monk defending. Here's Boone. The Mavericks pull it in. Mobo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beasley in the post, covered by Mitchell. Monk outside. Nice move. And it's good on the layup.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
In the corner, Bamba with it. Pass to Mr. Incredible. From outside the arc. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Mobo. And here's Beasley. Lets it go from deep. And Bamba pulls it down. LA has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Monk. Vanderbilt the pass to Bamba. Here is Mr. Incredible. Just 5 to shoot. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Beasley dishes to Monk. Jacks up a 3. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Here's Boone. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Monk outside. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Vanderbilt finds Mitchell. Back to Vanderbilt. On the wing, James. Corner shot. They get the rebound. Bamba passes to Boone. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Mr. Incredible's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Beasley dishes to Monk. This one for 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
We expect good offense from Monk, and he's playing with a lot of energy to make sure he delivers it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Mr. Incredible.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Mitchell over Beasley. And another basket for the Lakers.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Gafford kicks to Monk. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And that's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here is Mr. Incredible. And he drives in, and he banks in the layup. Mr. Incredible's got 33 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Way to bring home that W. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home. Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? I'm Brian Anderson, at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kevin Durant.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Connect is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Mo Bamba. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Mr. Incredible in a two-guard. And for the Raptors, Miles Bridges is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Dick. Then it's Usman Garuba. And it's Green in at the one spot. We know NBA games aren't played on paper. But if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, B.A., but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Here's Doncic. Here's Connect. Releases from the wing and drills it.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside Barrett. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You got to be a good team to reach that feat. Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, BA.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And there's the drive. Some solid defense from Bamba.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
From behind the arc. And Connect gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Connect's got 5 points.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. For three, Bridges. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Doncic, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Count it.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Green finds Bridges. Outside Dick, 4 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside Durant. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Chalk up 2 there.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Toronto. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's Mr. Incredible, coming off a solid outing against Dallas. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Bridges.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
All right, I'm told we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, joining us now with the latest news. Shams, what's the update?
Hey, Brian. The Timberwolves transaction just now public as Minnesota's front office is executing ahead of the trade deadline. They've acquired Fred VanVleet, and it's a deal they worked very hard to make happen. He's a consummate professional, someone who will give them leadership at both ends of the floor, and they're hoping he has an effect not only on the court, but in the locker room as well, having won a championship.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Here's Connect. He's got 5. Mr. Incredible passes to Doncic. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Takes the 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night.
I just love the ball movement.
Raptors trail by 10. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Barrett passes to Bridges. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic outside. And Doncic with the jam.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ending the quarter up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, B.A., I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6 foot, 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Fires the three, and the Raptors miss again.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
They've got Derek Jones. Also Miles Bridges out there. And it's Fleming in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And here's Connect outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
That's tipped. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. The importance of getting your second NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you a lot of security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But, man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off.
Who poked away?
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He had 33 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Graham.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Mitchell.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
To the wing, right side. Vanderbilt, a pass to Mr. Incredible. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 19. Pass to Walter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The field for the three-point contest is just about set. And no matter what the final list looks like, it's going to be an incredible competition.
It just always is. The winner gets to stake claim as best shooter in the world. And that's a title lots of guys in this league really want.
He occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And the hype around this year's three-point contest has been tremendous. And it's only increasing as All-Star Weekend gets closer.
Yeah, looking at the list now, I think any of these guys could win it. Speaking just as a fan, I can't wait to see what happens.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Miles Bridges.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
There's 1:34 left to play in the second quarter. Barrett passes to Dick. Here's Green. And he makes it on the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
There's 1:17 left in the second. Here's Mr. Incredible. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Barrett. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Durant pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Toronto has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Outside Dick. Green with a screen on Doncic. Dick with a miss. The Lakers dominating the game. Left side Durant. Here's Mr. Incredible. Green covering. Mr. Incredible. Good.
Is so dynamic with the ball. Durant showing his versatility with that dish.
Outside, Green. A deep three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Already up 26 points as this quarter ends. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
Now that we're close to knowing who will be participating, some of these guys may be in the gym early and leaving late, shooting threes on a timer.
If you're not prepared, it's easy to look bad in this event.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Lakers.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And for the Raptors, they're shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Luka Doncic. Connect is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Mo Bamba, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the 2 spot. Barrett. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And for the Lakers, they're shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Pass to Bamba. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Barrett. Here's Toronto now. To the inside. Here's Green. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Green's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Doncic against Green. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
For 3, Bridges. And no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Barrett finds Bridges. Back to Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Pass to connect. Here's Mr. Incredible. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Grady Dick picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Raptors have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Bridges outside. Will it go? Yep, that one goes. 12 points for him.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Here's Mr. Incredible, guarded by Dick.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
The Raptors have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Outside Dick. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Dick gets the bucket. Dick's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 4 rebounds now. And stolen by Bamba. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Mr. Incredible. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Bridges down low. Durant's there.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Bridges. And some changes here. Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That free throw good from James. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Walter. Misses in close.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
The teardrop. And that one's good. Mitchell, 11 points in the game. 7 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Walter from outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. They've got Derek Jones, and it's Fleming in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Here's Walter. And he comes up with a bucket.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
The Lakers shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Pass to Mitchell. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers. But with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor, teams are getting smarter and smarter. He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
The three is up. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Freeman. Here's Agbaji. Walter from outside. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Mr. Incredible. Up and in on the layup. Mr. Incredible's got 4 points this quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Fleming. To the paint. Here's Walter. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Mr. Incredible. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. Mr. Incredible's got 29 points.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Walter pulls it in. The Raptors have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range. Now Los Angeles with it. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Kept alive. Fontecchio outside. Here's Mr. Incredible. Goes back up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game from Mr. Incredible.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Ingram's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Fontecchio. And the Lakers' shooting has been on another level, 68% for the game. Pass to Mr. Incredible. The three is up. Rebound Toronto. There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Green finds Bridges.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Green covering.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed, and they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
James passes to Mr. Incredible. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And he knocks down the first one. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Outside Barrett. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Behring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everybody.
Way to bring the effort tonight. Wins pay the bills, baby. This is anyone's game tonight.
Fans live for games like this one.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kevin Durant.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Towns, and it's Holmes in at the power forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Bamba. Durant is out there with Connect. Then there's Mr. Incredible, and it's Doncic in at the 1. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to KD. Doncic with it. Takes the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Well, this game is the talk of the NBA. MP and Jalen Brunson playing at an MVP level. What does MP think of this matchup? He told me Jalen's going to do what he does. All I'm focused on is winning. Of course, Brunson's focused on winning too, but if MP does outperform Brunson, that'll help his cause. Kevin?
It'll help his cause indeed. And Brunson, he is a warrior. David, thank you.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to McBride. They set the pick. Back to Brunson. Stolen by Connect. Fast break, the Lakers. Doncic passes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. McBride finds Towns. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now here's Towns. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Anunoby, good.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points. And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
McBride passes to Holmes. Towns sets the pick for Holmes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Back to Doncic. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
First free throw is good.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat's is generally among the best in the league.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Davion Mitchell comes in for Mr. Incredible. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for the Knicks. For the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Bamba. Gannett comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Doncic. They've got Mitchell. Connect out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Mr. Incredible, and it's Hayes in at center. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible, in their last matchup against the Raptors, put on a show. He scored 35 points, and it looked like he couldn't miss from both the floor and the foul line. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And so here is New York following the three by the Lakers. A second chance effort. Brunson being aggressive.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Hayes. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Boom. And there's another one for the Lakers. And Greg, what about MP? For the first time, he's been named an All-Star reserve.
And I couldn't be happier for the young man. He deserves it. A testament to his work ethic. And, man, what a player he's become.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go wide to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Hey, Kevin. The news right now is about the Utah Jazz in the trade with the Phoenix Suns. They've added a polished offensive weapon in Bradley Beal, three-level scorer who can get his shot just about any time he wants. And he'll definitely bring some added firepower to that lineup. It'll be interesting to see how it all fits together.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. Durant's checked in for the Lakers. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big and strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
Now Mitchell, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 15. Pass to Brunson. From past the arc. Brunson from long distance.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And, boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here is Mr. Incredible. 6 points for him. On the wing, Mitchell. Buries the 20-footer. Mitchell's got 8 points. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brunson up top. Guarded by Boone.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some changes for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Connect. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Stewart. And Anunoby subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Mitchell finds Doncic. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. A three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 16. Anunoby outside. Nice D from Doncic. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Out to the right wing. 41 seconds left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Anunoby. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Anunoby's got his second basket of the game. He takes it in. Here's Boone. Makes it off the glass. Here's Towns. He's got 7. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves a team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys, in a good way.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in energy level, the activity level. They've been a step ahead the whole way.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
You know, the arrival of Bradley Beal has the whole city fired up. His combination of scoring and playmaking takes a lot of pressure off his teammates. We'll see how long it takes for everyone to gel, but it's an exciting time for this franchise.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 16. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Jalen Brunson out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Holmes in at the 4 slot. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the league.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Brunson after the made shot from Boone. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Cans it from downtown. Brunson's got 10 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
KD on the wing. Shoots over Holmes. KD can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Holmes can't get it to go in. Los Angeles leading by 14. Goes up the baseline. Shot's good by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 4 this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
From deep, Brunson. Rebounded by the Lakers. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now connect. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Puts it up from 12. A nice shot by Doncic. 12 points for him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
McBride passes to Anunoby. Over connect. Anunoby, good. Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Pass to connect. Here's Boone. No good that time. Brunson with some nice D. Here's Anunoby. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 16. Outside Durant. Now Doncic. There's the three. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Doncic has got 15.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Such a wide open look.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
LA has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Durant kicks to Doncic. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Now, here's Anunoby. He has 7. Good on the three-point shot. Brunson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for New York. Outside Durant. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Brunson, left side. Anunoby outside. And again, New York with the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Doncic with it. Brunson picks him up. Here's Boone. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to KD. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Doncic. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And here's Brunson. He's got 13. Lets it go with the 3. And no good. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. He's out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Durant. And it's Mitchell. And it's Boone in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now Wiggins after the missed 3 from Boone. Wiggins kicks to Brunson. Nails the wide open jump shot. Brunson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Knicks. To the right side. Vanderbilt inside. Guarded by Stewart. The shot's good from Vanderbilt. The Knicks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Stewart with it. Here's Brunson. Got a hand on it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here is Mr. Incredible. Brunson covering. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Their offense trying to find its way back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Gannett comes in for Vanderbilt. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Mitchell. Now here's Towns. Holmes finds Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Holmes setting the big for Anunoby. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Doncic left side. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts. Los Angeles leading by 21. Here is Mr. Incredible. Kicks it out to Mitchell. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Mr. Incredible, the pass to Vanderbilt. The 3. And it's Mitchell missing. Knicks trail by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Pass to McBride. Launches it. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here is Mr. Incredible. Vanderbilt kicks to Boone. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Back to Anunoby. Brunson, left side. Holmes with a screen on Vanderbilt. Brunson, no good. Here is Mr. Incredible. Here's the 3. Misses. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Okay, Ben. That's how we stand on business. The game is...
Good job, MP. I see. Surprisingly loud crowd tonight. This should be a good one.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Thunder. For the Lakers, a stellar year has put them at the top of the Western Conference. First place doesn't come easy. They've worked for it. Thunder, Lakers, coming up next, right after this. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A moment here to see the numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Luka Doncic. Connect is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Mo Bamba, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the 2. And for Oklahoma City, Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Holmgren. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is number one for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Here we go. So the Lakers win the tip. Here's Mr. Incredible. Jacks up a 3. And it's Connect missing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. Wallace outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic with a block. And here's Connect outside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 3-point game. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a solid outing against Chicago.
Oh, my goodness. How good was that move by Shai? Creating a bucket. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Durant, pass to Mr. Incredible. Pass to Doncic. And he's going for the oop here.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it. I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Fires it. The quick look, no good that time. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Wallace, left side. Now here's Holmgren. Hey, puts up a 3. Doncic grabs the miss.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Counted from distance.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He contributed 20 points and drilled a few from outside the arc, helping open up the floor. They've been red hot lately, and he has been the one leading the way for them. Guys?
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely...
MP, you need a spark. You can do it.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. They've got Isaiah Hartenstein. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Topic, and it's Diabate in at the 4. That's the group for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Mr. Incredible, no good. Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Topic. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thank you, V.A. The news right now is about the Utah Jazz in the trade with the Phoenix Suns. They've added a polished offensive weapon in Bradley Beal, 3-level scorer who can get his shot just about any time he wants, and he'll definitely bring some added firepower to that lineup. It'll be interesting to see how it all fits together.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Topic for 3. Misses again. Now 0 for 3.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Sinks the tray. Mr. Incredible's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Thunder trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Topic for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple. And Los Angeles, another 3.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Releases. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And the shot goes in.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Has to connect. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. He shoots it. Again, the Lakers.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
And here's Wallace, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Rebound by the Lakers.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Doncic. In the paint, Luka.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
To win the run. Topic, no good.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Durant, pass to Doncic. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Thunder trail by 9. Wallace with it. Now Doncic defending. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Vucevic, guarded by Vanderbilt. Vucevic's shot is off.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
Good D by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's Los Angeles, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
You know, the arrival of Bradley Beal has the whole city fired up. His combination of scoring and playmaking takes a lot of pressure off his teammates. We'll see how long it takes for everyone to gel, but it's an exciting time for this franchise.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Lakers.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
Man, what do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so in the game for the Lakers, Kevin Durant is out there with Connect. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Mo Bamba. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the 2.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Offensive board. Bamba, that's good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 13. There's a screen to the middle. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, you see that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an excellent decision maker. Such a dependable catalyst for this offense.
Vucevic against Bamba. Back to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Shot clock at 5. Mr. Incredible. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trail by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Durant pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about that? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a big-time defender, and sends that one back.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Nice finish from Luka.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7. Doncic passes to Mr. Incredible. Soft touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man. You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Nifty move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 9 points in the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Wallace outside. The 3 from Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. The shot no good. The Lakers lead by 13. Here's Connect. Now Durant. He's covered by Holmgren. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
I mean, defensively, you are...
Thunder trail by 19. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Topic. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Pollard in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Mr. Incredible. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to get back on track. Rebound, the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Pollard, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, after netting 1 in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock. Topic, no good. The Lakers lead by 20.
Come to me.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Outside, Durant. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, BA, so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. From the arc. Drops in the three.
Now, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with a reputation as a spacer.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Wallace outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Doncic passes to Bamba. Here's Mr. Incredible. Watch by Wallace. And that one drops. Mr. Incredible's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Bamba. No good off the glass. Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Connect. Doncic outside. Here's Mr. Incredible. Watch by Wallace. Kicks it to Doncic. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Dalton Connect.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role, mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Durant. He's covered by Holmgren. And here's Connect outside. Oh, he drains the three, and he'll go to the line for one more. It's on Cason Wallace. And that one misses.
Way to go, Boots.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kevin Durant.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Bull out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at the center. And for the Lakers, we've got Doncic, connect out there with Durant. Then there's Mr. Incredible, and it's Bamba in at center, locking down the middle. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
And now, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Kevin, thanks. When you look at MP and this team, you can't help but think of the Miami Heat teams of the early 2010s. You'll remember that span where LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh made 4 straight NBA Finals appearances and won a couple of championships. I asked MP about that comparison, and he said, that's a legendary team, but our story is still unfolding. We've got a lot left to prove. Kevin?
Yeah, they're setting their sights high, aren't they? I mean, this is going to be a real challenge. Very good stuff, David. And as always, we thank you. Now, Morant, after the missed 3 from Boone. Pass to Wells. Takes a three. And Bamba pulls it down. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Here is Mr. Incredible. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's connect. That time on the assist by Durant.
And I love the patience of Durant. And then the quick decision when he sees something.
Here's Morant. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Here's Bull. Pass to Bane. Inside. Here's Edey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Connect with it. Back to Doncic. Here's Mr. Incredible from deep. And the three ball is good.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And a wide open look for Bane. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, when a three goes in on the other end, Bane really wants to answer with his own trick.
KD sets the pick for Doncic. Beyond the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Bane. Out to Morant. They get it back. Edey. And finally they hit one. Edey's got his second bucket tonight.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
Well, this is what he's known for. Attacking the glass and getting some second chance points.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Los Angeles with some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Connect. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a three-point game. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. Then there's Mr. Incredible. And it's Durant. And it's Mitchell in at the two spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. It doesn't go for him.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Hardaway kicks to Clark. Law the pass to Williams. Here's Law. Hardaway for three. Drills the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Thunder put on a show. He scored 16 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. They've been winning lately, and he's been the main reason as to why. We'll see if they can keep it up. Kevin?
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
And here is Mitchell. After Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. Mitchell wide open. Again, Los Angeles. Memphis leading by 3. Williams looking around. Hardaway for 3. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Out Outside Williams. Pass to Clark. Hardaway for three. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Edey. 11 points last game. Here's Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Williams has got his first 2 points. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Lakers. And let's get the update on Dalton Knecht's injury. David, any news there?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Lakers, and unfortunately it sounds pretty serious. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Here's Vanderbilt, following the basket by John Morant. Over Kessler. That's short off the rim.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Lakers trail by 5. And it's the Lakers on the break. Releases. A nice shot by Doncic.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
Here is Curson. No scoring in this one. Pass to Kessler. In the corner, it's Bane. Wells sets the pick for Bane. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Out left to the wing. Kersey kicks to Morant. With 1 on the clock. And Morant throws it down.
Well, when Morant makes that move, the defense is almost helpless.
Fires from deep. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Boone.
Yeah, and it seems like he's getting more comfortable with each bucket.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Kessler, a screen on Doncic. Bane, no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Durant. Shoots over Morant. That one a little long. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Grizzlies up 2. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the Lakers. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies. They find themselves in a close one.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Mr. Incredible with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Bol. And it's Wells in at the small forward. Now here's Wells. Still scoreless. Connect with it. Nailed from three-point land. Connects. Got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Edey. Outside, Bane. Over Boone. Well good off the back of the rim. Lakers leading by 3. With the drive, 8 feet away. Again, the Lakers.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, Ja Morant.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Now, here's Bol. Bol setting the pick for Morant. And again, unable to change momentum here.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
That's good from Durant. And both free throws good for Durant.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Now Bane. Bol setting the pick for Bane. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Fires the 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Mr. Incredible, the pass to Durant, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the paint, shot to stop the run, and the dunk by Wells.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Boone. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mr. Incredible's got 15.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Bane. Nice move. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Yeah, Bane's improvement over the years.
Lakers leading by 9. Mitchell is out there with Mr. Incredible. Then there's Hayes, and it's Durant, and it's Fontecchio in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Kessler, covered by Hayes.
Bane with the hops.
Here is Mr. Incredible. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Mr. Incredible. Clock at 6. Again, the Lakers.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Wells with it. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Boone. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Bane passes to Kessler. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Kessler setting the pick for Bane. Bucket is good. Bane's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Gannett comes in for Fontecchio. And Doncic is subbed in for Davion Mitchell. Then for the Grizzlies, Edey's checked in for Walker Kessler. Bol comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in for Tim Hardaway Jr. In the corner, Bamba with it. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Bamba's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by 15. Pass to Bane. Over Boone. Bane with the bucket. 10 points for Desmond Bane.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Morant kicks to Bane. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Doncic passes to Durant. Here is Mr. Incredible, guarded by Bane. 1:16 left in the fourth. Here's Boone. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Mr. Incredible's got 26 points. The Grizzlies trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Bane passes to Bull. Bull setting the pick for Morant. Pass to Bane. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bull. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant outside.
Watch outside. Stay on him.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.